In this video, I'll show you how to get started with this Ai-WB2-12F module by Ai-Thinker. First, you need to download their SDK, which I also copied to my own GitHub repository here. Click on the green code button here and click download zip. I have already downloaded here and wait for the download to finish. And next, go to run by pressing Windows R and type in control panel. Oops, I mean control panel here. On the top right corner, there's a search bar. You type in env, and on the top left, you see edit the system environment variables here. Click on it. On the bottom right corner, click environment variables. You see two sections, user variables and system variables. On user variable, click new. In variable name, you type msys2_path_type, all in uppercase. And in variable value, you type inherit, all in lowercase. Here. Under system variable, you find path here, and click edit. You see a bunch of paths. Click new and then browse, and then choose the location of your SDK that you saved earlier. Here is the Ai-WB2 series here, to chain, msys, and bin. Here it is. Double check the directory, make sure it's correct. Press OK. Double check up here, msys2path_type2. OK and OK. And you have finished setting up the environment variables. Next, we will install msys2. Start by going to this website, msys2.org. And here you will see the download link under installation. Download the installer here. Click on it. Wait for it to finish. And here's the installer window. Click next. Change the destination if you want. I'll leave that at default. Next, I'll leave this default too. Next, show detail if you want. And wait for the installation to finish. Installation complete. Click next. We run msys2 now, so we'll leave that checked. Finish. You see a black window like this. In the black window, you type in pacman -s. Remember, this s here is uppercase. Lowercase s will not work. And make. Enter. It will ask you this. Just type y. Enter. Wait for it. And done. You have finished installing make. Next, we install Termite as a serial monitor. Go to compuface.com/software termite.htm. Here is the main page of Termite. Under downloads and license here, you see Termite version complete setup. Click on it. You see the download here. Wait for it to finish and run it. Here's the installation window. Click next. Here's a list of features. You can check or uncheck the features you don't want or want. Here I want the additional GNU Unifont, but you don't have to click on it if you don't want. Click next. I'll leave this at default and install. Wait for it and finish. Run Termite. Leave it checked. Finish. You see fail to initialize the port. Don't worry about that. Now let's plug in the Ai-WB2-12F module. Next, go to Control Panel again. Search and click on Device Manager right here. You see a list of devices. Find ports COM and LPT here. Expand it, and you see USB serial CH340 COM5. Note down this COM number. It's very important for later. Your computer might have a different COM number. Mine here is COM5. Go back to Termite. Go to Settings. The COM5 should appear on the port list already. There we go. Baud rate, change it to 115,200, the default of this module. Here on transmitted text, I recommend choosing append CRLF for future convenience. And polling, you can leave it at 100 milliseconds if you want, but I recommend it as fast as possible. I set it at a minimum, like 1 millisecond. And then double check everything again. These two are the most important. COM number correct and the baud rate correct. These two are optional. And then click OK. You see COM number and the baud rate appear on the top left corner here. Close Termite for now. Next, we'll install Eclipse IDE, our main development environment. Go to eclipse.org. On the top right corner here, there's a download button, click it. And then to the left, click on download 8664. Click download here one more time. And wait for the download to finish. Here is the Eclipse installer windows. You might need to scroll down a little bit. You will see Eclipse IDE for embedded C++ developers here. Click on it. Here the Java 17 plus VM. Choose any version you want. I always prefer the latest version. Leave the rest default and click install. The license agreement window will appear. Just click accept now. Installation complete. Just click launch. Here it will show choosing a directory as a workspace. Leave it as default or choose another path you want. I'll keep it default and I'll use it as default and do not ask again. I don't need to change it anytime in the future. Just click launch. Here you see the welcome screen. Just close it. And this will be your main work area. Oh, and it will show up a donation windows shortly after. Just close them all or donate if you want. Okay, so before we get started with our very first project, we need to set up a few more things. Go to Windows and Preferences. Go to MCU. Go to Global Build Tools path here. You see right here. And in Build Tools folder, click Browse. Go to the MSys folder that you installed earlier. And the default path is C, MSys here, and then USR right here, and finally bin. Select folder. C MSys4 USR bin is the default path right here. Next, go to Global RISC-V toolchain paths right here. Click Browse. Go to your Ai-WB2 SDK folder right here. Go to toolchain, RISC-V, and then MSys. Select folder. Double check the directory again. This is a RISC-V toolchain path, and this is a build tools path. Click apply and close. And now you are ready for your very first project. Go to File, New, Makefile project with existing code, or alternatively, you can click on create a new Makefile project here if there are no projects here yet. The result is the same. On toolchains for index settings here, choose RISC-V cross GCC. On existing code location, click Browse, and then go to your SDK folder, Application, Get Started, and Blink. We want the first project to be blinking an LED. Select folder. Rename the project name here to anything you like. I'll just keep that default. Then click Finish. Here is the Blink project folder. Expand it, and inside there's another Blink folder. Expand it again. Here is the main code, main.c. You can take a brief look. And then we need to set a few things up in this project folder. Right click on this Blink folder and then click on Properties, or just press Alt Enter here. Go to C build here. Uncheck this Use Default Build command and change the build command to Make. Go to Behavior. Under Clean here, empty it and change it to -J. And on Build Incremental Build here, change it to -J flash p equal com, the number that you noted before. On my computer is com5. Double check and click Apply and Close. You are ready to build your project. First, let's click Clean Project and see what happens. And done. You see the blue line here, build finished, 0 errors. Ignore the number of warnings, it is not very important right now. And it only takes 1 minute and 40 seconds. Now for the more interesting part. Right click on the Blink project again and click Build Project. Put your hand on the End button. Wait for it. See that? Press now. As soon as you see please press reset key, press the End button immediately. And done. You see build finish, 0 error and 0 warnings. took only 12 seconds. Now open Termite right here and press N on the module again. And boom! You see the blue LED turns on and off every 1 second, and on the Termite screen, it outputs turning the LED on whenever the blue LED is on, and vice versa. Close Termite and close the main code here. Now we'll test one of Ai-WB2-12F's feature, Wi-Fi connection. Start by creating another project. Go to File, New, make file project with existing code here, and like before, choose File Cross GCC. In Location, go to SDK folder, Application, Wi-Fi, Station. Select folder, and finish. You see the station project being here. Expand it, and look at the main code right here. And before that, unfortunately, you have to set the configuration for each project separately. So now, in order to save time, go to Build Configurations, Manage, click on New, and then select Import from Projects here. From the list, choose Blink Default. We'll import everything from the Blink project here. Give this a name. We'll give the Blink project the name, and then click OK. Don't forget to set it as active, like this, and OK again. Now, in the SSID here, set it to your nearest Wi-Fi SSID. In my case, it's 4DX. And password to the password of that Wi-Fi. In this case, it's integral, if anyone's wondering. Now, click Build Project immediately. No need to click Clean Project first. You see, make -J flash here, the same as the Blink folder. Put your hand on the End button now. Go! And done. Now, open Termite again and press N. You see a bunch of lines, but if you see retry connect in 2 seconds, it means either the SSID or the password is wrong, or both. In this case, it's the password is wrong. Let's close this off, and then it's actually an open Wi-Fi. It doesn't have any password, so I'll leave it empty. Let's build it again. This time, it will be much faster since I already built it once before. Click N. And go to Termite again. Press N. You see it will display some IP addresses now, and it no longer repeats anything. It means the password and the SSID is correct. And that wraps up today's video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. See you soon.